You ever notice we don't actually care about AI in music? Like, we say we do, but when it really shows up, we kind of just decide when it matters. Because if you think about it, when Drake used AI voices, even as a concept, people didn't even hesitate. It was immediate, corny, lazy, disrespectful. It wasn't even a conversation. It was just rejection. But then, not too long before then, Kendrick Lamar does something that's honestly not that far off. Deepfakes, digital manipulation, playing with identity in a way that's not exactly real, and suddenly it was genius. It's layered, it's art.
Did you feel like at all weird about that Drake using your voice?
Man, I don't want to be in nobody's shit, man. I like being in my own shit, you know what I'm saying?
Because you didn't know that was happening.
No, I didn't.
To me, if you were gonna do that, you should tap in, hey, I'm gonna use your voice on some shit.
Kendrick Lamar has the people talking off the strength of sonic and visual creativity, and that's rare. He is a true definition of the phrase, put it into music, and I love to see it.
I'm starting off this video already pretty fucked up emotionally. This song and this, hi, welcome to Review, Anthony Fantano. Fuck doing an intro here. This song and what's happening here has literally nothing to do with me, but it's really just the power and the emotion of it that's got me so messed up completely and honestly. I'm talking about the new Kendrick Lamar track, The Heart. Part 5. Yes, Kenny has a new song out. A lot of people freaking out about the music video, understandably so, with all the deep fake, faces and visuals from OJ, Kanye, Jussie, Will, Kobe, Nipsey as well. There's been a lot of talk and kind of theorizing over why exactly that is. I'm not going to go too deeply into the music video itself. What I'll say is that the music video seems like a really effective enhancement of what's being said in the song, and in most cases, I think that's the best thing a music video can be. Do or say anything to get the W. Now, with that out of the way, let's make a very obvious and necessary statement here. Me thinking that Drake has made a very smart move here that puts Kendrick in a tough spot. That is not an endorsement of the AI type technology manipulation, puppetry that he's engaging in here. In fact, I would say this track is an example of exactly why uses of this technology can be very fucked up and wrong and honestly horrendous.
Wait, yo, you straight?
Yeah, I'm good. No,
And I remember watching that happening, thinking, okay, so it's not really about the technology, is it? Now, this is where it gets weird, because somewhere in the middle of all of that, you've got Playboi Carti. And nobody's really saying anything. No outrage, no think pieces, no big, this is ruining music moment. Just silence. And that would be fine if there wasn't actually reason to question it. Take something like Timeless with The Weeknd. When that dropped, a lot of people had the same reaction. Not loud, not dramatic, just, wait, what is that? Because it didn't sound wrong. It just doesn't sound like Carti either. It sounded like someone trying to sound like Carti. And the conversation was there for a second. And people pointing out the vocals, the texture, the way it sits in the mix. But then it just disappeared.
No, they can't do it. No, they can't do it.
They tryna lock up all my slaps. They tryna lock up all my slaps.
Might as well shoot it. Might well do it. Might as well shoot it. Might well do it.
They tryna lock up all my slaps.
For reference, here is Different Day, a real song that Carti uses the same voice in. Shirt is pronounced without a T, and do me is pronounced normally.
That shouldn't do me. That shouldn't do me. No, they can't do it. No, they can't do it. Before you get get put in the shirt. Before you get put in the shirt. Might as well shoot it. Might as well shoot it.
On my slacks, it's on my slacks.
The ad-libs also sound super choppy.
See ya. See ya. See ya. See ya.
And that's the part that's hard to ignore. Because now you've got three different situations. Drake uses AI, he gets clowned for it. Kendrick bends reality, he gets praised for it. Carti might be doing something just as experimental and nobody even stops to ask what exactly he's doing. So now the question isn't, is AI ruining music? It's, who are we allowed to question? Because it's starting to feel like this isn't about the tools at all. It's about the artist, the image, the expectation, the role people have already decided you play. Drake tries it feels calculated. Kendrick does it feels intentional. Carti, it doesn't even feel like something you're supposed to understand. And maybe that's why nobody's really pressing it, because Carti's already existed in that space where you're not fully supposed to question it. You either get it or you don't. So when something does feel off, it doesn't turn into criticisms. It just turns into aesthetic. And maybe that's the part that sticks with me the most. Not whether Carti's using AI, not even whether Drake or Kendrick went too far, but how fast the conversation changes depending on who's involved. Because if the rules can shift that easily, then it was never really about the music in the first place. And if that's true, then we're probably not paying attention to the right things. Or maybe we are. We're just choosing when it matters.
Can a robot write a symphony? Can a robot turn a canvas into a beautiful masterpiece?
Can you?